Earning money is an important part of running a successful business. But it's not just earning the money, you also have to receive the money that you've earned. And if you've been in business at all, you probably know that collections is a very difficult part of operating a business, and it's not unusual for some customers to be 1 or 2 weeks late on making their payments on outstanding invoices. So QuickBooks wants to help facilitate that as much as possible, speed up the time that it takes for us to collect. And one of the ways that it does that is to help you in sending invoices. So there's a lot of different ways that you can send invoices out inside of QuickBooks. But the fastest way is through email. A lot of things are going digital. Customers are picking up emails on their phones and their tablets. So email's a really good way to keep them up to date on where things stand with your invoices. To send invoices via email inside of QuickBooks, there's several settings that you need to set up first, and that's what we want to talk about today. So, to set up your email, if you've never done this before, you can go into Edit, Preferences, and the Send Forms down here at the bottom. Now, sending emails and setting up email preferences to send emails is a personal preference. So this would need to be set up on every different user, and each user can use a different email account. Also, you can choose whether you want to batch send emails or not automatically set them to batch send. So this email later box means that if that's checked, when customers' preferences email, it will automatically put all those emails together and allow you to send them all at once at a separate time. I'm going to uncheck that for now. And then down here, send email using, this is where you get to tell QuickBooks which email account you want. QuickBooks email is an internal email system within QuickBooks on its own servers that requires a subscription. It's not allowed in a demo company. So I'm not going to show that one right now, but let's look at webmail. Webmail is something that a lot of us use. So webmail is something like Gmail or Yahoo or MSN, Hotmail. Those are all webmail accounts. To add a new webmail account, click Add. And then you can type in the email ID. So let's just do this one. Now, one of the things I might note here is a new web domain by Microsoft called Outlook.com. It's caused some confusion for some of my customers because Outlook.com is very similar to the program Outlook. They share the same name, and so a lot of clients are confused about which is which and what I click when I have Outlook.com. So Outlook.com is still a web-based email. It uses the same engine as MSN or Live. So even though it says Outlook down here and there's no Outlook to select up here, Outlook down here is for the actual desktop program Outlook that you can download onto your computer and store your emails there, and usually push them up to the web using something like an Outlook Exchange server. A lot of businesses will do that. But if you're a small business owner and you're just using Outlook.com, then you don't want to click this one. You actually want to click the webmail and select Hotmail or Live, since they're using the same logins or the same sites to log in as Outlook.com. But in this case, we're using a Gmail account. It's probably the most popular. And you can see that once you select one that it's familiar with, like Gmail, Yahoo, or Hotmail or Live, then it automatically pre-fills the server information, lets you know which port it needs, and allows you just to save it straight from there. So now I can just save it, and I have this email ID in here that's set as my default. And then if I have multiple email addresses, I can select which one I want to be my default. And if I ever want to delete an email address, I can just click on it and delete it. So that's how I can manage the different email addresses that I personally use to send emails within the company. So like I said, that would need to be set up on every individual user, since it's a user setting. Also, within your customers themselves, you'll want to set up an email address for each customer. So you can do that in the address section on the main email or CC email. You can have up to 2 emails that automatically get emailed for a customer when you send a invoice, because sometimes the owner and the AP clerk both want to receive a copy of that invoice. So you can do that within QuickBooks. Once that's set up, then you're ready to send emails within QuickBooks. And to do that, once you're inside of a transaction, you can click on Email Invoice, and you'll see that even if you don't have a default email set up for that individual customer, you can still email the invoice. You just need to type in which email address. It will prompt you for that, since it doesn't know which email address it's supposed to use. Once that's typed in, then it will send it to the email for the client, and that's a fast and efficient way to get your invoices to a client, hopefully so that you can receive payment in a more timely manner. Now, if you want to learn how to customize the emails that are actually sent a little further, look at a couple of our other videos which will go into more details about what you can do with these emails.